forecast for the week of June 17th through the 23rd. This is a general reading, so not everything I see here will apply to every single one of you. You may want to check your rising sign and your moon sign for more information, or if you have a particular question or you are needing clarity around a particular situation in your life, you may want to consider getting a private reading. And you can find out how to do that by checking out my website, www.amista.info. For right now, though, Virgo, let's just see what's going on in your week. Let's take a peek at our main themes here. Virgo, Virgo. Okay, so first thing that we have coming up, Virgo, talks to me about your environment, which is any place where you have energy or effort invested. Usually it shows up as home, but it could be work or school just as easily, etc., etc. Now, what I have showing up is that you are interacting with somebody in your environment who has some really interesting, shall we say, views about money and how you make money and where money comes from and what you do with money after you've got it and all of that stuff. And I have a feeling that this may be something that is a little bit frustrating to you as you're interacting with this person. Next thing that we have coming up talks to me about your subconscious leanings. So Virgo's subconscious leanings, you are really wanting to know how you can stash some money back or put some money away. Or you may be feeling very defensive emotionally for some of you, but for a lot of you, I think this is finances. And this gives me a little bit more of a clue about this first card and this other person's ideas of money. You may have somebody in your environment who is just mooching like crazy to the point that you don't even know if you can take care of yourself by the time you get done helping this person out. So your subconscious is really working on, okay, how do I take care of me here? How do I set back some finances for my own goals instead of catering to this person who thinks that I should pay for everything? And they probably have money, by the way. They probably have plenty of money, but they think that you should pay for everything just because you're there and you can. Lovely character, huh? All right, so next we're looking at learning style and also communication style for you Virgos. Learning style is going to be quite intuitive this week. Seems like there's a lot that's being sort of kept in the shadows. People are not being very open or forthright with you about information. And so you're having to go on that gut instinct or those impressions that you get as people are talking to you. Now, as far as communication style, I think that your communication this week, Virgo, could be very dramatic and could be very sweeping. You could be making some very general statements that you feel very strongly about. Next thing that we're looking at talks to me about work. Workity work, work. So work is two things for me. It is that way that we make a living, but it's also those things that we do to improve our own inner character. So as far as making a living, Virgos, I feel like it comes up to me that you're in a good place as far as having upward momentum where you are. It looks to me like there's a lot of untapped possibilities, basically infinite possibilities almost in the place where you work for you to transfer into a position that you enjoy more, for you to get raises and promotions as you go along. This doesn't feel like, to me, I'm not really saying that there's necessarily anything like that happening right now this week, but I'm just seeing that you're in a really great environment for growing as far as work goes, as far as your career goes. Now, as far as inner work, Virgos, I think you've spent quite a bit of time recently reflecting, being alone, that type of thing. And for some of you, you may have some anxiety about crowds or about people. I think your inner work this week is going to be about getting out and getting around other people again, whether it's a particular person for some of you, or whether it's getting out and getting around people in general, or even crowds, okay? The next thing that shows up for me talks to me about that part of you that's being grown or expanded right now, Virgos. This is just telling me that there is somebody in your life who is trying to get away with something. They're trying to be real sneaky and get away with something. And the only problem with that is that you know what's up. The way this card comes up, I don't think you're confronting this person. I think you're just kind of sitting back and watching and wondering how far they're going to take this. How much rope are you going to have to give them to hang themselves? Okay. The next thing that I have coming up here talks to me about somebody there or something, but in this case, somebody that you're standing up for. And so what we have here is that this is a younger person. And this is probably a male, but doesn't have to be. And this is somebody who is really good at starting things out, but they're not real great with follow up or follow through, and they can be seen as quite fickle. So somebody maybe has said something about this person around you, and you're standing up for this person. How other people see you. Very interesting what we have coming up here. Other people see you as being heartbroken. And maybe this ties into this moocher guy who's in your environment that you're just trying to figure out how can I take care of me because of them. And maybe this also ties into somebody being sneaky and you really know what's up. Maybe that's why this other person is seeing you as being heartbroken. Maybe the sneaky person and the mooch are the same person that I was talking about, that they're really great as long as something is new, but once the new is worn off, then they're not so great anymore. They're just not so interested. All right. So anyway, somebody is seeing you as being heartbroken this week. And then Virgos, the next thing that we have coming up is the pivotal energy for the week. And what you've got coming in as pivotal energy is really fantastic. This is a card that talks about reaching a goal that you have assigned for yourself. And this is a goal that not only do you reach by yourself, by your own self-will and self-determination, but also other people are encouraging you and supporting you and adding to that as well. And so this is a goal really of a combination of people that's all coming together for you. So that's your pivotal energy here. As this pivotal energy comes into place, we've got a couple things going on. First of all, I'm seeing that you're not feeling so great that this thing is accomplished. For some of you, I feel like you're one of the people that you're working with to accomplish whatever this is. Now they're not going to be in your life as much anymore, and you're sad about that because you were working really closely with them, and now life is just going to move on, and there's not much between you other than whatever this project was or this goal was. The other thing that we have going on as you have completed this goal is that you are letting the universe know what it is that you would like next. You're looking at that next dream and where is that going to take you? And then our last card actually literally talks about making long-term plans. So planning for the next project, the next thing that you're going to be working on. Okay. So that's what you've got for the week, Virgo. I hope that you find this helpful. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate your support. You guys know if you need to get a private reading or a private Reiki session, just get a hold of me via the contact information on my website, which is www.amista.info. Everybody have a fantastic week. I'll see you the next time.